As Guyana and the world observe African Holocaust Day, African leaders led by ACDA hosted the day with a libation ceremony at the Seawall Bandstand under the theme Repertory Justice for African Holocaust Through Development. During the libation ritual, Reverend Dr. Rudy Guyana reminded the audience of the reason why the day is being celebrated and why he is saddened at the same time.
Today you have Africans who are knowing what Columbus has done, staying indoors, doing atonement for Columbus. This is sad. This is why I am saddened. No African should have an atonement day. Much as saying that you were indoors doing atonement. Atonement for what? For the sins of your oppressors?
Backing him up was Barrington Brathwaite, who said the Africans are being taken advantage of in the workplace, businesses, and in the villages. And he is calling on the government to set up a secretariat to deal with issues affecting Africans in Guyana.
Breadwinning aspect of our communities must stop at our door. We have got to decide it. Our sons and daughters have got to stop selling our people marijuana for people in the creek who are spraying it and pulling out of the ground in 6 weeks and poisoning us. 80% of the people who are sleeping on the pave, disabled by mind-altering drugs, are our people.
Mayor Patricia Chase Green, director of the Museum of African Heritage, Jenny Daly, also gave remarks at the event saying that Africans must not rest until justice is done. Attendees were also cautioned not to destroy the legacy of the African heritage. Keynote speaker Dr. Erica Phillips said it is up to the Afro-Guyanese organizations to come together to take up the challenge and craft an action plan for their development in keeping with the goals of the United Nations designated International Decade for People of African Descent.
We've also found out that 3 of the indigenous groups in Guyana came here 100 to 200 years after we came here. We were brought here. And yet, our history tells us about the first peoples, and that the first peoples will get 13.8% of Guyana because they were first. Now, how can 3 tribes who came here 200 years after we did be first people? And why aren't we making noise about that? And more importantly, why aren't those 3 tribes denying what I'm saying? We have Africans who are denying what I'm saying. We like to self-destruct. But indigenous people have not come back and said they were here before us. Yes, there were 6 other tribes who were here before us, but they weren't here before Lucia. That's another story.
When the libation rituals were done, attendees took flowers and laid them in the sea, paying their respects to the millions of slaves fought for the freedom of African men and women. Andrew Weeks reporting for Safe TV2 Headline News.